Let's switch gears now and talk about
Okay.
some of the stuff you've done outside of the ring. I know you've done a lot of charity work over the course of your career. Talk about some of the organizations or things that you've done over the course of your time in and out of wrestling that you want to share.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have wrestled in a lot of charity groups for raising money for like, of course, a lot of it's, for funeral expenses for fallen wrestlers. We always do memorial shows. I never want a payday for that. I also do other charities. I just did one a few weeks last month. It was for a charity over in Beckley for these kids right before school to get money for backpacks, to give them
Oh,
backpacks,
cool. All
right?
right. Yeah.
And when they the friend of mine, Lance Erickson, contacted me, asked me if I'd be willing to do a double shot in that day because I had to do a show in Grundy, Virginia that night. And he said, he told me how much he can give me. I said, brother, I don't want no money for that. I said, if it's for a good cause and to raise money, I don't want no money for that. Uh, I'm all about children. I'm all about trying to help any way. Anytime whenever I've wrestled for any charity, I never wanted money. I never got paid. And if they went to pay me, I tell them, no, give it to them. That's for them. I volunteer my time to raise money, you know, for these groups here. I also volunteer my time in acting too. For like, I did a lot of work for JC Films, which is Jason Campbell, which is Christian family based films, and he films a lot in West Virginia. But he's a growing thing. He's all over the world now. But and those are the religious actors that come from Hollywood, like Eric Estrada, Dean Cain, Kevin Sorbo, Eddie McClintock, which been in a couple movies with them, and I volunteered my services for him. You know, all I ask is for a copy of the DVD, copy of the film, just for my own personal collection. I don't, if it, because his films raise money for workshops, what's called workshops to help other people get into the acting business and to learn their crafts as screenplay writers, as actors, and other forth. His money is also used for church charitable groups for those films. Um, so I volunteered my services for him, but I also volunteered them for other indie filmmakers. Look, a payday is a payday, but if you're upfront and honest with me, and you're just an indie filmmaker or student film, I don't charge for student films. Okay, a student film, they're trying to get their foot and being into the film industry, right? And student films is a good place to perfect your craft. And I don't volunteer. I volunteer my time for that. If someone don't have enough money and they had to pay for a big name that they got in the film, hey brother, I'm willing to sacrifice a payday for you to keep that guy there. If it makes your movie a success, then I'm all for it. I just want my film credit and a copy of the film. Now I do my own independent film work, and I try to help a lot of people get their foot in the door, give them chances. So in my films, I kind of got my own little what they call a casting pool.
Hmm.
Okay, a group of people, and so you may be the headliner in one of my films, then you may be a small part in another one. You may be a feature in another one. And it works out for everybody. It gives them all experience at all levels because uh, I'm still doing big productions. I still go do those. A lot of background work. I do a lot of indie film, and yes, I do get paid for a lot of indie film work too. Uh, for those that have got more of a bigger exposure and stuff where they have a budget, then yeah, they pay me, but I don't ask for a whole lot of money. Uh, whatever they offer, I usually just take it. You know, and then if it comes to it, and I see that they're in a pinch and they got a name that they're trying to pay for, brother, I'm willing to sacrifice my pay. Just feed me, and if give me a little trans, so I can get the car back home, and give me a copy of the film, give me my film credit, and I'm good to go. I'm not a greedy man. I'm about. I think there's no price for experience. I think experience is the best payday anybody can ever get for anything, such as what we're doing here. This is a good experience.
Thank you.
I don't charge for interviews. I don't charge for podcasts. I don't do that. When people come to me, I don't even charge for the cell phone. When people want like if I'm at a convention and people want their picture with me, and other guy actors and stuff, they'll say, oh, $10, something like that for the picture, $20. a whopping Ric Flair, $100 for a whole package deal. I don't do none of that. I'm like, sure, I get up there. If they want to buy my picture, fine. Buy my picture. They want a picture taken with me. They got their phone. Yeah, I get a picture taken with you. And then they say, how much? I say, oh, that's free. I don't charge for that. Why would I charge for your own phone? You're asking permission to get a picture with me. I'm giving you permission. So why would I want, that's your phone. Now, if we're taking it from my phone, you want me to send it to you, then send me $3. Give me $3 for that, then because it's my phone. But no, I don't. No, I don't do that. I think one thing I've learned, I try to do the old school way, and I'm gonna tell you this. I learned this. This was in New Martinsville, West Virginia, and this was for Jim Hawkins' promotion at the time was ACCW Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, and I learned really quick. This woman and this kid came up to me and asked me for an autograph. Biggest mistake I ever made in my entire life. I said $5. Kid starts crying.
Oh.
The mother is like, is like, come on, dear, there's other nice guys. Even though I was being a heel, and I was like, that's a fan.
Mm.
You should never turn a fan away. Okay. That was an important lesson for me to learn because that bothered me, still bothers me this very day. You know, Kids are very influential. When they look up to somebody, even if you're the heel, you don't turn them away. So from that moment on, if anyone ever asks for an autograph, I give it to them. If they want a picture taken with me, I give it to them. I don't charge for that. And then only that, but also like I would do this thing at my gimmick table, and I'd be giving these prices. I tell you what, if you buy a DVD, you get a free picture. Or if you buy this poster and this picture, I'll give you a free DVD. And then the kid looks at me, and then I was like, "So which one would you like?" And the kid goes, "Well, I don't have any money." He said, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? You're in luck. You know why you're in luck?" And he says, "Why?" I said, "Because you're my 100th customer this week. You know what happens when you're my 100th customer?" They said, "Why?" I said, "You get a free DVD. Pick one."
Oh.
I said, "And you know what? Since you're so nice and polite, I'll give you a free picture too, and I'll autograph it for you. So you pick one, and I give it to him." There was a guy, his boy wanted my movie, The Mountaineer, and I had a wrestling DVD with 2 discs, and he bought the disc. And the kid was wanting the movie, The Mountaineer, real bad. I said, "Hey, kid, come here." I said, "What's your name?" And he tells me his name. I said, "How old are you?" And he told me how old you are. I said, "You know what? You just said the magic word. You're at the magic age for the magic birthday. Here's a birthday gift." And I gave him the movie, The Mountaineer, for free.
Oh.
And his dad, was real happy because he couldn't afford it. That's why he couldn't buy it. And so I gave it to him. His son, his dad thanked me. He whispered, he said, "Thank you," like that. And I said, give him thumbs up. No, it's all about the kids. It's all about the fans. It's all about them. You give them a special moment, they'll remember it for the rest of their life. You make the bad moment, they'll remember that. That's why I learned from that little kid. That kid taught me. He was my teacher that day, that little kid, up
Yeah.
in New Martinsville. And hopefully he sees this, and hopefully he hears my apology. I'd like to meet him because he'd be grown up by now. He should be well into his 30s, late 30s now, or early 40s. Hopefully he might see it and look me up one day so I can meet him and really tell him I'm sorry. I hope it never missed with him.
Yeah, I hope that's able to happen someday
Mm-hmm.
in the future. That would be awesome.